Listen, a friend you cannot pray together. Don't share your secret together with the person. I don't care how close your friend is, because if she cannot be prayerful, she can be a tool like Judas Carriot. One of the reasons why Judas was a victim of the devil's manipulation was because he was not prayerful. When Jesus goes to pray, there are three that always go with him: Peter, James, and John. You don't see Judas there. So anyone that cannot pray with you cannot shine with you. Anybody that cannot pray with you cannot be in sync with what God is saying concerning your life. Once upon a time, a few years ago, a lady met me. She said she's in love with a particular guy. The first question I asked her, when last did both of you pray? She said, no prayer. We only chat. I said, that is what you'll be doing when you marry? She said, yes, of course. Chatting is communication and is important, because they told her that is a key. But there is a saying that is as old as Methuselah: the family that pray together stay together. Listen, devil is not scared of chatting, but he's scared those that can pray on their knees. Apostle John C. Suleiman said, if there's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. Listen to me, no matter how the battle is between a male and a female, if they can pray together, they can settle together. Listen, the first way, the essentials of ending a quarrel is to pray. When a wife and a husband are having misunderstanding, open them to prayer. By the time they began to pray, they will settle themselves, because their conscience will tell them you cannot carry hurt into the place of prayer. Somebody shout, I hear you. So we once knew Jesus to hail from Bethlehem, but now that is risen, because the Jesus before the death is not the same thing with Jesus after the death. That does not mean Jesus' facial appearance changed. No, that does not mean he's not longer a human. No, but we are trying to say his status, just the way the once upon a time you that is not born again and you that is born again aren't the same. The Jesus that came out of the grave was different from the Jesus that died. Why? The Jesus before death, his name was not glorified, but Jesus after the death, his name is glorified. The Jesus before death had to knock before you open. The Jesus after the death does not need to knock before you appear at the other side. The Jesus before the death did walk on the water, but the Jesus after the death went into the sky. The force of gravity loses its power. That is when physis was disqualified.